name's Jay Martin. Of course, we got the Black Prez here. What's good, man?
What up? How y'all doing?
Doing good, doing real good. Thank you for your time. Glad you could join us.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
thanks for having me.
like I said, it's 303 Live, so I'm definitely digging definitely digging that flag in the background. I gotta rep.
Always, man. I'm always repping. By the way, this is my brother, 1-6. He's gonna freestyle with us too, I guess.
I mean, that's not a bad way to start off. Y'all
Right?
wanna kick it off with the freestyle?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hit me when you're ready, man.
Should I just play a beat on my end or what?
Yeah, go for it. We'll be able to pick it up.
Alright, cool. What beat should I play, man? What beat you trying to rap on? Actually. How about this?
Yeah.
0 to 100? Can y'all hear that?
Yeah, definitely.
Should I go first? You wanna go first? I'm gonna go first. Yo, 0 to 100. Yo, look, I be freestyling. I do it all the time. Got my brother 1-6. I'm with 303 Live. Yeah, we over here and the glasses looking smart. Looking on my screen, see my homie J Mart. I shop at Kmart every other day. I'm just playing, I don't even care like B2K. Y'all remember that group? I keep y'all in the loop. I'm chilling at home. I be eating Fruit Loops because you know they kind of yummy. 0 to 100, and I don't even care cause we bouncing like a bunny. Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, they heard of me. 0 to 100. Yeah, I rep that 303. You can see the flag. It be in the background. Blicky Black president, I got that sound. My brother 1-6, yeah, his rhyme's so sick, and I don't even care. Go ahead and spit some shit.
Yo, I spit while I gotta just sit, and you know that I'm a clown, but I'm never it. Yo, what you doing and you nodding your head, and everybody know I'm sick, that I'm almost dead. It's like I'm getting bread, getting cheese, getting Gouda. Everybody know I'm the winner and not a loser. Yeah, and you know that I got the brink, and I keep it old school, so they call me in sync, and I'm in sync in the sink like a drain, and you know that I'm crazy going insane, and I'm insane in the game and in the lane. I'm cruising down the street, I'm just passing these lanes, yeah, what? And everybody know I'm doing it, going on a crazy, and they say 160's losing it, but I'm never losing it. Always got the grin, like I said before, the 303 always win, like what?
See, I like that.
I dig it. That was hot.
Hell yeah.
Y'all should know y'all the first ever live freestyle session we ever had. So I mean, y'all pretty much set the bar just now.
That's right. That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
You know, the bar's a mile high, so I know y'all used to that.
Right? Hell yeah. Shit.
Well, appreciate it. It was dope little freestyle. And yeah, that's it. You guys have a good day. No, I'm playing. So
I was like, all right, man.
Just wanted to know, like, I got a lot of questions for you, but basically, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself? Like, you know, I know your name's Josh. Like, where Black Prez come from? Let us. Who is Black Prez?
Dang, that's a deep question, man. I don't know. Like, I started. I got my name. I actually got my name before I even started rapping. I was sitting in 8th grade speech and debate class, because when I was in 8th grade, I thought I wanted to be a lawyer. I was like, hey, this is what I'm going to do with my life. I'm going to become a lawyer. So I was like planning ahead a little bit. So I was like, all right, if I want to be a lawyer, I should learn how to like give speeches and like debate and like argue with people and stuff. So I took this class, and it was cool. But like halfway through the semester or whatever, all my homies were in this aeronautics class. Like they're like building like planes and stuff, and all my friends were in there. So I asked my teacher, I was like, hey, can I switch classes? She's like, nah, you know, it's too late. You already passed the deadline. And I was like begging her. I was like, come on, just let me switch. And she's like, okay, cool. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you one last assignment, and your assignment is to give a speech to the class you're in right now, convincing them why you should be able to leave. And I was like, all right, cool. So next day I came in, gave my speech, and apparently it was like really tight. And everybody started clapping and like cheering and stuff. And this kid in the back was like, yeah, man, you remind me of like a president. And this other dude was like, yeah, a black president. And then for like the rest of the week, everyone in my 8th grade class was calling me like the black president. And then later on, when I started like rapping and like trying to think of a rap name, I was like, yo, I should be J-Mad or young Josh, or like I don't know. I went through a bunch of different options, and then I was like, nah. I remember when people used to call me the Black President. I'll just go by that and just shorten it to Black Prez, and that's how I came up with my name, I guess. So.
And it's stuck ever since, huh?
Yeah, man, it's stuck. Yeah, when people start asking me, it's like, yeah, man, you rapping. What's your rap name? I was like, oh, Black Prez. I'm like, oh, okay, that's tight. And this is before Obama was president, so I wasn't like an Obama fan or like I was trying to name myself after him. It was original. So I'm the original Black Prez.
So I mean, really, he's biting your style then.
Right, exactly, yeah. I always tell people that too. I'm like, nah, man, I was there first. I was here first or whatever. So.
Let me be clear. I am the first Black Prez. That's how you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. You gotta let them know.
Yeah, man.
So I was reading a little bit about you. You was a little bit of a moving from place to place growing up, right? You didn't start you weren't born in Colorado, right?
Nah. I was actually born. I was born in Alabama, and I lived there for like, I don't know, not very long at all. Like 6 months. I was like 6 months old when we moved. So before my first birthday, my parents moved to Germany, and my mom is German. So like my parents met in Germany, then they moved to Alabama. I was born, then they moved back to Germany, which is where I kind of started growing up and being raised. So since my mom's German, like at home we'd only speak German. Still to this day, like a lot of times she won't even talk to me if I speak English to her. She'll just ignore me. So like I have to speak German all the time, and it's cool because it keeps me, knowing the language and all that stuff, and so I'm bilingual. But yeah, so then we lived in Germany for a while, and then when I was young, had just been starting school, is when we moved to Colorado, and that's where I lived in Colorado basically till I was 18, and then I moved to South Dakota for a year because I played football out there. Then I came back to Colorado. Then I moved to LA. Then I moved to Vegas. And then I moved back to LA, so that's where I'm at right now. So.
And because I know you was in Colorado was a big chunk of that. Obviously, you still repping the flag in the background.
Yeah.
As far as like music, so we met up with your boys 5'8" and H-Wood yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
We did a little interview with them, and one thing we was talking about is people from Colorado really embrace Colorado, and they rep it hard to the fullest. So I know that you obviously worked with a lot of Colorado artists. What was it that made you bounce back out to LA?
I don't know. Like I was living in Colorado for a while, and I was just like, I love the state. I love Colorado. I love where I'm from. I'm from Aurora, and I was just kind of looking for something new. I was like, man, I don't know. People always say like the best thing you can do is travel. Like don't keep yourself in one place like your whole life. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna try something new. So I had a couple other friends that were moving to LA, so I just kind of hopped on the train with them and came out here. And then after that ended, I moved to Vegas, and then came back to LA, kind of like I said. And yeah, man, like I always will consider Colorado my home, and I'll probably end up living there again one day. But like right now, I feel like while I'm young, I just kind of want to just be all over the place and try to experience as many different places as possible. So, and in my travels, it has helped me grow more in love with Colorado. It makes me appreciate it more, and it makes me like represent it more too. Cause like when I'm in Colorado, I don't really talk about Colorado. I'm just like, I'm there,
Right.
And when I'm other places, I'm like, oh, y'all gotta go to Colorado. It's like the shit, this and that. I don't know. I'm like kind of like a ambassador for the whole state. I feel like so.
And it's crazy because a lot of people, they don't even realize that Colorado's got cities. Like you tell people you're from Colorado, at least I do, and be like, oh, you guys ride horses and you guys got dust roads still and saloons. It's like, nah, it's not like that at all.
Yeah, that's true. I've gotten that, and I've gotten like people talking like, yeah, didn't you like, oh, you're from Denver, so like you live in the mountains, like you must have like skied to school and stuff. And I'm like, nah, man, like we're like hours away from that. Like where I'm from, not even close to the mountains. Like there are people that live in Colorado that do live in the mountains, but not me, It's funny how people who've never been to Colorado, they don't realize like what it actually is,
Makes sense. So another thing we were talking about, so obviously you got West Coast, you got East Coast, Dirty South, whatever. a lot of people say Colorado, from a music standpoint, doesn't have a real identity. Have you? Is that something that you recognize? Like, where do you when you rapping? Is it like, oh, this is what Colorado sounds like? Is it a little bit of here, a little bit of there? Where, when you think of hip hop or music in general with Colorado, what do you identify it with?
That's a good question, man. Like, for me myself personally, like I don't really try to think of it like, all right, man, I'm from Colorado, so I have to rap like this kind of style, or like I'm really down with like the East Coast vibe, so I'm gonna try to rap sound like this, or like I'm more of like a down south. I just like the way I kind of see it is, if something sounds good, it's dope, you know. Like I
Right.
don't really try to like box myself into anything. Like I'll just rap about anything on whatever if it just sounds good to me. And I don't know, Colorado's it's kind of like that in a way. It's like real eclectic, and everybody's kind of doing. There's like different kind of styles that's like all within the state. So I know it's the box state, but I don't like to box it in at all.
Right. I like that. I like that. So let me ask you this: what are what are you working on right now? Are you working on anything? You got some new music coming out? What's I heard that 303, and I saw the video and loved it. I thought it was dope. It spoke about Colorado. You had the city going. You know, y'all and the boys were just wilding out. You got some more coming?
Yeah, man. So yeah, that 303 is a part of an EP that I've coming out with, as you probably already know, with H Wood and DJ 58 under Collective ID. And yeah, so we're working on that EP right now. We actually just sent out all the tracks the other day to start getting it all mixed and put together and mastered and all that. So yeah, so that's the first single. There should be a couple more videos coming out for that EP. It's called Code Red, and throughout the summer. So you know, be sure to keep on the lookout for that. I'll probably be uploading them to my YouTube channel, which is just youtube.com/Black Prez Music. So you can check those out when they drop. So yeah, I'm doing that. I'm working on I'm trying to always keep up to date with my YouTube channel. So I'll be dropping stuff on there, just random remixes or a single that I might be doing, or just a dope track that I just came out with, or that I want to release. And then I'm also working on some stuff with my boy out in London. His name's Sean Reynolds. We're working on a few tracks together and trying to put an EP together. So yeah, he was just out here last week. Or he's still out here basically. He's in Hawaii right now, but he's in America still. And yeah, so I've been working on some stuff with him too. And my boy Z Fields, he's another producer. He's from Colorado. He lives out in Florida now, but we've been working on some songs together. I actually have 3 or 4 songs that are done with him, and I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with them. If we want to put it together as an EP, drop a couple solo tracks or what. But yeah, those will be out at some point this year.
So it sounds like to me you're definitely doing your thing. You got people in Colorado. You're out in LA right now. You're working with people across the pond. So you got a lot of people a lot of kids got a microphone in a closet in the basement. You know what I mean? But not all of them are doing things to the scale that you're doing. How did you make that jump? What was it that you did? Is from one day it's a hobby that I'm kind of good at to, oh hey, I'm working on an album and I'm releasing music videos?
I don't know. It was kind of like a steady process, I guess. It just kind of, in a way, it just kind of happened just out of nowhere, but at the same time, it didn't. When I was my freshman year of college is when I really started, because I was already rapping in high school, but when I got to college, like I said, my freshman year I was living in South Dakota and I was playing football out there. And I don't know if you've ever been to South Dakota, but there's really not much to do out there.
That's right. That's real.
So literally, I'd go to class, football practice, and then in my free times, I would just write and make music. And luckily, I had a dude that lived on my hall that was also from Colorado, and he was a rapper too. So me and him just cranked out 3 or 4 mixtapes in that 1 year. And at that point, I never really done much live performances or anything like that. But I guess my music was kind of starting to get heard like around my campus, and like people were starting to book me for shows, and I was like, oh, this could be like a real thing. And then when I ended up transferring back to Colorado State University, is when the ball really started rolling. I was like, all right, like I'm like really gonna start taking this stuff serious. So that way, so when I did graduate, when I finished college, I was like, all right, I'm ready to make that jump to like, you know, move out to LA, or, you know, try to really pursue music as a full-time thing. So yeah, it kind of did just kind of happen, but at the same time, it was a process, you know, just like anything is, and it was a lot of work, but it's possible for anybody, I think.
And I can definitely appreciate and recognize how you started, because I played a little bit in North Dakota.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, like you said, when it's cold and negative 30 below and there's not much to do, you just kind of get creative. I'm sure none of my music or my friends that we made was nearly as good as anything you did, but you know, similar starts nonetheless.
Yeah.
How about now? You got your brother.
Yeah.
Have y'all done stuff together? You helping him out? Where's he at in his process?
It's funny. Like my brother, he's really talented, I think, but I try to get him on as many projects, as many tracks as I can, and I'm trying to get him to be like a rapper and like really get into it. But he's kind of like, he's not really passionate about it. Like it's fun for him, but he's not really trying to pursue it or anything like that, like I am. But whenever we're together, I always get him on at least a couple tracks, because when we do a track together, it's always tight. Or like I feel like we got good chemistry on the mic. So yeah.
That's what's up. Now, a lot of people try to weasel the way out of this question or ask for more than they're allowed to get. So you can't do either. You got 5. Who are your 5 favorite rappers? It doesn't have to be all time. Who are your 5 favorite rappers right now?
5 favorite rappers right now. Damn, does it have to be in order? Do I have to say it in order?
It doesn't have to be in any particular order. We'll almost do like a 2-part question. So first, in no particular order, who's your Fab 5? Who you rocking with?
Oh man, okay. So when you say now, you mean how they're rapping right now? Like their songs today?
It could be.
Or could I say like a rapper, like he's still my like for instance, like Eminem, he's like my favorite rapper, but not the Eminem right now, but the Eminem like Marshall Mathers LP and like Slim Shady and stuff like that. That's my favorite rapper, and it still is today. Like I'll go back to that all the time, but that's like old stuff. So does that count?
It counts. How about this? In some crazy situation, you flying off to your next, you know, you doing a tour, doing a show, and you crash on a desert island, and you only got 5 artists that you can listen to. Now you don't have to play their new stuff right now if you don't want to, but you know what I'm saying. So that might help narrow it down a little bit.
Oh, that helps a lot. Okay, dang, crash on a desert island. I can only listen to 5 rappers. Okay, I definitely have to say Eminem. I would have to say oh man, Childish Gambino.
Okay.
Wiz Khalifa, Big Sean, Ludacris.
Okay, that's a solid 5. Now you actually, correct me if I'm wrong, you've actually opened up for both Wiz and Big Sean, right?
I have. Man, that was crazy actually. Like, I did a few shows with Wiz Khalifa, and I swear this dude like blew up overnight. Like it was crazy. But yeah, I did a few shows with Wiz a few years ago, and then shortly after that is when I did a show with Big Sean. The Big Sean show was in Denver, and the Wiz shows were also they weren't in Denver, but they're in Colorado. So both of them were cool. Both of them were cool dudes.
Do you have that same 5 that you just named off? Is that kind of where you get, like, is that where you pull a lot of your inspiration from, or is it more, is there a style you're trying to emulate? Is it just life and it's just completely you? How do you feel, like, how's your flow? Where's it coming from?
You know, I want to say, like, it's just me. Like, I feel like I'm like, yeah, man, this is just how I rap. Like, this is me. But sometimes I catch myself, like, I'll do a track, and I'll go back and listen to it. I'm like, man, that actually kind of sounded like I was rapping like Childish Gambino, like a Big Sean flow or like something like that. But it's like unintentional. Like I don't even realize I'm doing it until like it's like a subconscious thing. But I try like I just hear the beat and I'm like, all right, this is how I rap and this is how it's gonna sound. This is how I'm gonna do it. This is like the Black Prez version, or like this is the Black Prez sound. But I don't know. Like I just get inspired by anything, man. Like I get inspired by just life in general. Like I'll just go outside, I'll see things. Like I'm always taking notes too. Like if I think of a line like on the go, I'm like, oh shit, I could use that in a song. Write it down on my phone. Then later, like when I'm in the studio or something, or I'm writing to a beat, I can go back. Like if I'm stuck or something, or if I'm just like looking for some inspiration, I can go back to those notes and be like, oh yeah, okay, I remember I thought of this hook. Or I'll have like a voice memo of me like saying a chorus or saying a line that I thought was dope or something like that. But actually, it's funny. Like rap music, I listen to rap, but it's not my favorite, and it's not what I really get inspired off of the most. For me, it's more like I like to listen to like Earth, Wind and Fire, Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson. Like I can listen to a Michael Jackson song and just be, like afterwards, just like, oh man, I'm just so like I'm ready to like do something. I'm ready to like write a track. I'm ready to whatever. I'm ready to mix something or shoot a video or whatever. So yeah, that's actually my biggest inspiration, like those three, and then I like to listen to the Beatles too, stuff like that. So.
And honestly, it all makes sense because, I mean, you know, music nowadays, half the stuff that gets played is sampled anyway. And
right.
Sometimes I'll listen to something that's come out now, and I'll go back and listen to something old. I'm like, oh, this sounds. I didn't even know that they sampled this.
Right.
But, I mean, you definitely can't go wrong with Earth, Wind and Fire or MJ or they got a lot of hits for a reason, Yeah,
exactly. For sure. Yeah, man.
Now, let me ask you this. So, a lot of people, I mean, especially around Colorado, just because, you being going to high school here and you went to CSU, a lot of people, they feel like they got that inside track. Like, oh, whenever you stumble onto somebody early, somehow that validates them liking you more than anybody else just because they were on you early. But, obviously, you're making moves, you're doing big things. What would you say Black Prez in 5 years? Like, what do you want people to want, or what do you want people to take from you? Like, are you thinking, oh, I want to do an album and be this, this, and this, or you kind of want to be like a Gambino, where it's like, I just make music, people like it, I don't care if I never sell a record?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. Almost those two examples that you gave, almost like a mix of both, because here it is, like, I have a passion for doing it, and even if I don't sell anything, I'll probably still keep doing it. But at the end, like, you do want to, like, get something out of it, and like, if anything, like, at the end of the day, if I can just inspire some people to do something, I think that's the coolest thing. Like, I don't know. I want to be at a point where I can, like, I just want to be able to reach as many people as possible, I guess. And there's some rappers out there, like, Watsky, for instance. I don't know if you know who that is, but he's like super dope to me because I just like the way he just like inspires everybody, and like he just has like a good message, and people can get like real up, like feel good about themselves, or like want to go like do good in sports, or want to go do good for their community, or like whatever it is. I want to have like a positive impact on people. So yeah, so 5 years from now, I just want to be able to still be 5 years from now, if in 5 years I'm still doing music, then I consider that a success.
And I mean, that's always, if you consider yourself a success, who can tell you different? And you still be able to make music.
Yeah.
If you get to do what you do, there's not much better.
Yeah.
So, like, before we wrap up, anything you want to say to your fans? Anything you want to say to anybody? Any shout outs or anything like that?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to everybody that's working on this project right now. H Wood, Taverick, 5'8", Collective ID. I want to make sure that everybody checks out CodeRedAlbum.com, which is where you'll get all like the inside scoop. Like, there's like pictures on there, there's videos on there, you can download music. There's updates of like when we're coming out with the next track, stuff like that. So yeah, check out CodeRedAlbum.com. I just want to say shout out to 303 Live for having me on the show. Shout out to everybody that's out there watching and listening. Yeah, I want everybody to go out and do big things and just be happy and inspired and just love life. So, yeah.
Again, man, appreciate the time, appreciate the love, and I mean, it looks like you're on your way to doing big things, so keep it up and we'll do the same.
All right, yeah, sounds good, man. Thanks again for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, see ya.
Later.